Comic relief is a 20-year-old formula that asks comedians to perform and sends celebrities, most often white, out to Africa. And that image evokes for lots and lots of ethnic minorities in Britain a colonial image, a white, beautiful heroine holding a black child with no agency, no parents in sight, finger in the mouth. Actually, if I had my children posing, I'd never have them with a finger in the mouth, completely supine. And I'm afraid it perpetuates an image. So it's not that the charity isn't good, but Comic Relief is doing very little to educate its public. People don't realise that the black diaspora in Britain send more money to Africa than the whole of the aid budget combined. No idea. It says nothing about an emerging middle class in Africa, nothing about growth in African countries. So the image is a perpetual image of people who are impoverished, who need white celebrities who are largely uneducated about the context. And I'm afraid, despite the fact that Stacey Dooley is a popular and has done some fantastic journalism, the image that she wants to tweet conveys an age-old trope that's her as the heroine, that's the black sort of child that's victim, and we've got to stop it. We've got to use these platforms in a better way. And I have to say, the BBC, which has a responsibility to educate, has a responsibility for equality and multiculturalism, is failing if it allows Comic Relief and Richard Curtis effectively just to sit back with the same old white privilege and the same old comedians raking in the money for what purpose? And I say what purpose because Comic Relief doesn't need to exist. It's got to exist alongside trade, governance and effective campaigning. We used to have the Spastic Society. It's now called Scope. We moved on because we understood that the world of disability has changed. This is no different. Grow up, change the record, change the formula.
Facts. Comic Relief has been doing this for years and years and years and years. Ever since Princess Diana was alive. All the time we used to see Princess Diana go off to Africa to hug some black babies. All the damn time. This needs to stop. And this is how you know Meghan Markle is white. Because if Oprah goes to Africa like she usually does or normally does, she's just out there helping people. When Meghan Markle went up to Africa, they started labeling her a humanitarian. Like they'll never name a black person a humanitarian when they go to help black people in Africa. That's how they play people, you know, because they always bust it. Like they always want to see the white girl as some sort of special person. Like, oh yeah, she can't afford shit. They paid the flight for her. They paid everything for her to go off and hug and be all caring and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She might even try and adopt one day, innit? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this has to all stop. This has to all stop. Like, and it is putting this psyche in these kids' heads that they're always hungry until some white person comes along. You know what I'm saying? That's why they'll never get out of that stuff. They'll never work for themselves if they continue waiting for some white person to come and save them. It doesn't help the psyche of these people. And where is this kid's parents? Like, where are these children? Who's making these babies? And then handing them over little photographs with white people. You know what I'm saying? Why they trust them so much? You know what I'm saying? They don't understand about what white people do in these countries. Boy. So yeah, that's facts. And Lammy again coming up. David Lammy again coming up with the talking points. Well, what do you think?